little Brushflies, welcome back to my channel Brushfly MUA. If you're new here, hi, my name is Mercedes and I'm the face behind Brushfly MUA. If you are new, remember to hit that subscribe button. If you're not, welcome back. So today I'm going to be testing out a handful of products by Wet n Wild. Now I know I'm pretty late to the Wet n Wild party. Wet n Wild have been, you know, a brand I've heard spoken about on YouTube for many years, but I just have never got around to trying anything. So I only have a few products. I have a contour stick, highlighting powder, and some eyeshadows and eyeshadow glitters. Some of it my lovely Nan bought me, some of it one of my friends gave me, and another one I bought with my Boots points. You know, you get the Boots card and you build up your advantage card points and you can buy something. That's how I got the contour stick. So yeah, it's probably not going to be a very long video or too in-depth, but I thought, you know what, I have these in my collection, I have yet to use them, and they're kind of just sitting there, and I'm, you know, I buy a lot of makeup. Makeup is my hobby, but sometimes I go through my collection and I'm like, mate, come on, you've bought this stuff and you haven't even used it yet. So I have recently gone through my collection, picked out bits and bobs that I'm like, right, you actually need to test these out so you know how you feel about them. Then you can either decide to keep them or declutter them. So today it is my Wet n Wild products. So the first thing I'm going to use is this one. This is the Wet n Wild dual-ended contour stick. Like most contour sticks, you get the darker shade at one end, and then you get the highlighting shade at the other end. So like I said, this one I got from Boots. I purchased with my advantage card points, and I did use this the other day as like a cream kind of bronzer because I don't contour very often, and it's one of those products I'm kind of confused as to why I brought it. But then I remembered actually when I did buy this, which was actually a couple of years ago, I was into contouring a little bit more. Now I'm, you know, school run mum. I like to get ready as quick as I can. So contouring is the least thing I'm going to do on my makeup agenda. But I did actually really enjoy this as a cream bronzer the other day. So I'm going to go ahead and use it today. So all I'm going to do is take the chunky contour side and just go down here and here, and most people probably look at me and be like, you're doing that wrong. Probably, but I don't contour very often, so I just kind of put it where I like my bronzer to go. And yeah, I'm using my Tatty Beauty Baby Blenderful to blend it out because I like to use creams and liquids with that, and it does need a good wash. I've just applied the Flower Beauty blush, which is quite a pale pink shade, and it has really gone everywhere on this. It is actually quite a warm shade. I think contouring usually tends to be a bit more on the cool toned side, and I did think this was a bit more cool toned the other day when I used it, but actually today I think it looks very warm. I don't dislike it. I kind of like the effect it's given. I'm not the best at contouring, so please don't come for me and be like, you contoured wrong. I very rarely contour. I'm too lazy for that. So I am now going to go in with the highlightery side. Yeah. Okay, so I do have to say, I actually really like the highlighter side. I find with a lot of contour sticks that the bronzing side tends to be really good. It's like very bronzy, but then when you go to the highlight side, it's just like straight up glitter on a stick. This one is not. It's actually like a concealer on a stick, which I actually really enjoyed. I feel it's actually brought quite a lot of brightness to my face instead of just glitter. Yeah, so I know I used this the other day, but I literally only used the contour side. I didn't use the highlight side. So I am actually really pleasantly surprised on the highlighty side. I do have to say, like, I did put a little bit under my under eyes, and in the mirror, like, it might translate different on camera, but in my mirror they don't look as black baggy as they usually do, which I'm really liking. So I'm actually really impressed with that one. I like this. Maybe that will get me back into contouring. I don't know. And I think it's gonna rain soon, because literally, like, when I started filming it was still quite bright and sunny. All of a sudden it seems to have come over a bit darker, and I use natural lighting and a room light my videos, so if the lighting is changing, sorry. So the next product I have is this one. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Precious Petals. My lovely friend Ellie gave this to me when she decluttered some of her makeup. I have used this a few times, and I do actually really like this formula. It's very, very pretty, it's very stunning, it gives you a really nice glow. So I have been using this quite a bit lately, so I know I like it. And I think it's actually going to pair up really nicely with the contour stick. So I'm literally just brushing my brush over it. Okay, so like I said, I do really enjoy this product. I think it gives a really nice lit from within glow. It's definitely one of my favourite highlighters in my collection at the moment, or at least one of my favourite powders. I do quite often usually gravitate towards cream highlighters just because my skin is so dry that I just find creams are better for my skin type at the moment. But when I want a powder, I would gravitate usually towards this one or my Tartist Pro, which actually both of them came from Ellie. I think next time I buy highlighters, I think I need to go shopping with Ellie, because for some reason she seems to find the good ones. So next up I have some eyeshadows and glitters. So this and these, my lovely Nan bought for me. She found them in a Home Bargains store. She knows how much I like my makeup, and it's blue. So this one is called Can't Touch This. I now have the song in my head. I'm wearing blue today. I have work tonight. I wear blue for my work, so I'm hoping that this works out okay and that it looks good. I do have two glitter shades. I have poked my finger in the blue one just to see what it was like. I think it's going to be the kind of old style glittery gluey thing where it's like Vaseline in glue. No, glitter in Vaseline. But I'm going to give them a go and see if I like them. So first up I need to open it and swatch it at the very least before I attack my eyeballs with it. It is really hard to get off. I just seem to be peeling off like tiny little bits. There we go. So inside you do actually get two tiny little brushes. I'm not going to be using those. I mean, really? These look awful. I'll probably give them to my daughter. She can play with them with her Barbies. But what I do like about this... No, it's okay. Nothing was going to fall out. Yeah, what I like about this is the fact that it tells you where to put the shades. So it's like crease shade, eyebrow, eyelid. which I think is really good, especially if you're a beginner or you find dark shades like blues quite intimidating. It's good that it's sort of giving you a guide on how to use this. So at the moment I'm quite liking that. So I'm just going to go in with the brow bone shade, which is quite a dusty, chalky, oh, it's kind of a white shade, but I want to say like off-white. It's almost like white grey. Then I'm going to go in with a crease shade, which is okay. I've had worse swatches than that. Then the eyelid shade, which is that. Now, first glance, I'm not going to have too high hopes for this. It doesn't seem that pigmented, but I'm not going to know until I put it on my eye how I truly feel about it. So I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes with my P. Louise eye base. What I'm going to do is, because sometimes I will put like a shade down to sort of lock in the primer or the eye base, but I think because these are not so pigmented, I'm going to leave it so my eye base is a little bit tacky and go in and see if I can at least make these shades pop with the eye base being tacky. So I'm going to go in with that crease shade. Unfortunately it doesn't come with a mirror, so I'm using my Revolution and Friends one. Oh my god, do you know what? I was completely wrong. When I swatched it I thought that's not going to be that pigmented, but actually it is quite. Maybe the tacky eye base has helped as well. I mean, it even seems quite pigmented up there, and to be honest I didn't take my eye base that high up. I literally put it on the lid, so yeah, I think maybe I was wrong about that. So far that seems quite good. Okay, I've just tried to wing it out a little bit. I don't know if I like that effect at the minute. I may change that. But at the moment I actually really like how pigmented that shade is. Like, I'm actually quite impressed. I am going to grab something though. So I have this, it's like a concealer, but it was from like a Halloween collection from Revolution. It's very, very white. I thought that would be really good for the eyelid shade, because sometimes it's good to have like a white really make shades pop. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that on the lid. So far so good. This one, so I've got a bit more of like a packing brush, and it is getting really dark outside. So I'm going to go in with that eyelid shade, and okay, so I definitely think that has popped more than the swatch, because I have put that eye base and concealer down. I'm actually really happy at the moment on how pigmented this is. Do you know, I'm really happy with this, and at the moment there's like hardly any fallout either for such dark pigmented, well, they are pigmented, but like they weren't, but they are, you know what I mean. But for such dark shades to not have that much fallout is kind of shocking. I'm now going to go in with that brow bone shade. I'm just going to take that first brush and just go up here. tiny bit of fallout from that one, but it is more of a chalkier texture, but it's kind of just fallen on my lashes, so I'm not mad at that. Okay, I really like that. So the next thing is the glitters. So I have a purple one and I have a blue one. Obviously I have a blue eye look on today, so I'm very tempted to just go in with the blue. But obviously I am scared because although it does look really pretty in the pan, I'm a bit worried that it is just that Vaseline glitter. So I don't know whether that will sit on the eye properly, whether it will pick up what I've put down, but I am obviously really tempted to try them because I have them. I don't like all this sticker stuff though. All I can hear in my head right now is that SpongeBob thing where it goes like 4 hours later and she's still peeling stickers off. Okay, I finally got into the purple shade. Yeah. So let's do the purple one down there. So as you can see, the glitters are that kind of, yeah, Vaseline-y, shiny, wet glitter. And I'm scared. I think I'm going to take a brush because I think my finger might wipe off what's underneath. So I'm going to try and use a brush, but I don't know how well this is going to go. Oh my god. Like, I actually feel really bad because I really doubted this a minute ago. Yeah, I can't believe I actually like doubted this as much as I did. It actually looks really pretty. It's kind of sitting on the eye really nicely. Yeah. I'm actually shocked. I really thought that was going to be a bad move, but no, I'm really impressed. I'm just going to take some of the eyelid shade and just go under here. I'm lost for words on how well this eyeshadow palette has done. I mean, I don't know whether the whole winged outness is really me, or my eye shape, but the actual eyeshadow palette I am liking. I have noticed a little bit, because it is that Vaseline-y kind of texture, that on this side has kind of peeled off a tiny little bit. So that's a bummer. But for the most part, I actually quite like it. I'm going to go away and do mascara and see how it sits in the next few minutes, because obviously I'm going to be blinking a lot where I'm doing mascara and stuff, and I'll see how the Vaseline glitter sits, whether it lifts too much of the eyeshadow off, but for the most part I think it looks kind of cool. Okay, so this is the finished look. I have used my MAC Velvet Teddy lipstick today, and I used a mixture of my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara and my Essence Lash Princess mascara. I have to say, I'm actually really ecstatic how this came out. Oh, and I also used this, my Revolution Relove blue eyeliner. Yeah, my wings don't quite match up. They are most definitely sisters, not twins. But I'm really happy how this look has come out. I did decide to take away the bit that I winged out with the eyeshadow. I just don't think it suits my eye shape. Like, it's okay when I do it with liner. I just find whenever I try to do that with eyeshadow, it just does not look right on me. So I have taken that away, and yeah, oh my god, I'm lost for words. I actually really like this look.
I'm so impressed by how these Wet n Wild products have worked.
Okay, update on the Wet n Wild makeup. Yeah, that glitter is not good. I'm really disappointed because I really liked the look, and I still think the original eyeshadow palette is really good. It's the glitter, the Vaseline effect on it has literally just pulled everything off. I'm on the school run, obviously I'm not driving, keys, so you know, it's one of those things. I'm gonna have to go home before work and try and fix my eyeshadow look because it kind of looks horrendous. It's not too bad like when my eyes are fully open. It kind of just, because I have like those type of eyelids that go up and in, doesn't look too bad. But when my eyes are like fully, you can really see the peeliness and it's not a good look. So the glitters, no, they're a fail. Not winning with those, but the rest of it I did really enjoy. So yeah, just thought I'd update you, especially because like these ones, the eyeshadow palette and the glitters, I was really not expecting to work the way they did, because they came with like the two tacky little eyeshadow brushes. I really thought that it was just not gonna be a good eyeshadow palette. I thought like it wasn't going to be that pigmented, that it wouldn't really show up on the eye, and instead it showed up on the eye. It's really blendable, it's buildable, it looks really nice. The glitter shades I was very unsure about. I was like, oh, they're going to be that Vaseline texture and it's not going to look good. I actually really like how the glitter has come out. On this eye it has taken off a small amount of the pigment underneath. But overall, I think it is actually a really nice eye look. At the moment, I'm really happy with it. Maybe later on I will find that it doesn't wear as well. If that's the case, I'll update you. But at the moment, I'm so shocked on how good these have worked for me. They might not work for everyone. I mean, the glitters I'm still going to have to play around with a bit more because, you know, I really don't know how they are going to fare up through the day. But at the moment, I'm enjoying the look. The Wet n Wild highlighter in the Precious Petals, I have used this for quite some time now. I know I really like this one. Beautiful formula, glow from within. So I do really like this. And the contour sticks, again, I was really pleasantly surprised. Like, the contour shade works really well for me as a bronzer. I don't overly contour too much. But the highlight shade, it's like a cream stick concealer. And that really shocked me. I was really expecting glitter on a stick. And it wasn't. It's worked really well. So overall, I am actually really happy with how this Wet n Wild video has gone and how these products work. I definitely want to try some more Wet n Wild products in the future. Now that I have tried these, I think I am a fan. I don't know why I haven't tried them sooner. They've been in my collection a long time, and I don't know why they've just been sitting there and I haven't pulled them out. But now I have, I want to try more. So leave me any recommendations below of what you think I should try from Wet n Wild. If there's anything you think is awesome and I need to grab it now, let me know. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.